and welcome to Life on the Fringe. This is a spur of the moment, you could say, video. We were laying in bed and Stan was showing me how he's made his Animal Crossing apartment look like our apartment, and he got us a pet hamster in Animal Crossing. And then I saw what the cage in Animal Crossing looked like, which we'll get into. But to briefly introduce the video, I'm going to be discussing the way that Animal Crossing is leading to the misinformation and potential neglect of hamsters in real life by the way that they're promoting hamster ownership in their game. So get ready to go on a deep dive into a niche category inside of a game. Okay, now can you see the hamster cage? Alright, let's talk about all the things wrong with this hamster cage. Now, Stan, confirm, this is the only type of hamster cage you could get, right?
You can get it in different colors, but the format is the same.
Okay, so here are just some things I noticed right away. First of all, it's way too small. And it's promoting small enclosures because these are going to be played by kids and adults, but kids play Animal Crossing too, and they're going to look at this setup for a hamster and go, oh, that's normal. This is not normal. The cage is about a third at best of the size your cage is meant to be. Now, let's look again, get a closer shot of the wheel. Yeah, that's good, that's good. Now, the wheel, you'll notice, is a wire wheel. It's not a solid surface for the hamster to run on. Now, this is a huge problem because it causes bumblefoot in hamsters. No hamster should be running on a wire wheel. Second of all, look at the hamster's back. It's curving. So the wheel in this game is too small. Now let's look down a little bit. Can you get it down? There we go. That's good. That's good. Now you can see, first of all, the tray depth is abysmal anyway. But they haven't even filled the bedding to the top of the tray. So it doesn't have anywhere to burrow, let alone the minimum 6 inches that you want and at least one part of your cage. So all this hamster has for stimulation is a wheel that it's going to hurt itself on, a hidey home, and a food bowl, which isn't the biggest deal, but foraging is now considered to be a little bit more stimulating for hamsters. Like, are you joking? And look at how far apart the wires are. That would be way too far apart for a hamster cage. The hamster could get through the wires. Now, I'm not going to be harping on the wires too much because you want to be able to see the hamster in the game, so I get why they designed it this way. But hamsters can also go in aquariums or reptile enclosures, which are glass, and then you can see the hamster even better. And maybe you could make it the proper size with the proper wheel, since you went through all this trouble of animating this whole enclosure that is entirely misleading to anyone who plays this game. You have anything you want to add?
The hamsters that aren't in the cages, like the non-pet hamsters, they have a lot of freedom. What about this one?
Not this poor pet hamster who's stuck in this itty-bitty little cage. I'm sure there's not even a playpen. I'm sure that you can even take it out and play with it.
Nope.
It just stays in its cage.
Running tirelessly.
It's just upsetting. Zoom out. It's upsetting the level of detail that goes in to Animal Crossing world building. Like, you can turn on your stove right? Like do stuff with your stove oven thing.
I can't when I'm in camera mode. Hold on. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. They can do that. They can have a dish rack. The hamster cage is literally smaller or the same size as the dish rack. And no one thought that was an issue? The terrarium in the background there has more thought put into it than the hamster cage does. Oh, this is cool. What's this?
This is the aquarium.
Okay, so they can have like a legit aquarium, but they can't have a hamster cage? No. Go back. Where are you going? Go back to the aquarium.
I'm gonna impress you because there's more aquarium.
Are you freaking joking? Now, this cage is a little less impressive because look at the size of the shark and the size of the tank. It's like SeaWorld up in here. What? Okay. Hold on now.
Yes?
These like 5 frickin' fish have this whole tank, which is probably the right size. I don't know. Not a marine biologist. Have to ask my sister. But the hamster has that crap cage. There's a freaking aquarium in here. The bugs have a whole freaking room. To live freely in.
Yeah, with a waterfall. Some of the fish come over here. See, look, there's a little koi fish in there.
But the hamster has the stupid cage with the janky wheel. It's just genuinely upsetting. Just another way that people are being misinformed about proper hamster care. I'm literally speechless at how bad that care was for that hamster. This is why parents think kids are able to take care of hamsters by themselves. It's why they think they're a low-care pet. It's why hamster wheels that are bad for hamsters are still sellable in stores. What is Animal Crossing thinking? These don't meet the standards in the US, let alone in Germany, and Nintendo is a worldwide organization. What is happening? What is happening? We can do better. And Animal Crossing should do better. How much harder would it have really been to make the cage the appropriate size of 450 square inches in the US? That is the minimum for the US. It's even bigger. There are bigger minimums in the UK and in Germany. But just for the US, it should have been 450 square inches, which that clearly was not. It was the size of a dish drying rack. But they have a whole aquarium. One of the tanks, which was, most of the tanks were great in the aquarium, I felt. But one of them was like a whale in an itty-bitty aquarium, like SeaWorld. What is that teaching kids about appropriate animal care? And like I know there are some like YouTubers I watch who play Animal Crossing. For example, like Unnatural Vegan did a video on Animal Crossing, and she was like, "Is it vegan to play Animal Crossing? Because like you catch fish and stuff." And she was like, "I think it's fine. It's like clearly animated or whatever." And maybe with something like that, that could be true. I'm not vegan. I can't weigh in on that at all. But when I see hamsters being neglected inside of a game, all that it means is it's going to translate into real life hamster neglect and misinformation, which is a chronic problem in this country already. So, just in case, as a recap, what hamsters require is you need a 450 square inch enclosure that is straight floor space, that is not counting up all the add-ons you have, that is just 450 square inches. You need a wheel that is not a wire wheel, that is an appropriate size for your hamster. You need to look up what breed of hamster you have and then what size wheel it should be so that the back is not arched, but it should be a solid wheel, not wire. And then you need to make sure that the wires of the cages are not too far apart for your breed of hamster if you go with a wire cage. And you also need to make sure that your hamster has enough bedding to burrow. So, like 6 inches in at least one area of the cage as a minimum. So, I don't know. I know this is a bit ranty, but I literally saw this and was appalled. And I thought I had to make a quick video about this. This isn't even going to go up on like a regularly scheduled day because it's not even like a fully edited, fully fleshed out video. But I think this is an issue that needs more attention. So I'm making a video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are about the hamster care or animal care in Animal Crossing in general. And if you want to see more videos that are less ranty and more put together, but maybe still have some of the same chaotic energy, click subscribe. And I hope you have a wonderful day, certainly a more wonderful day than that hamster in the Animal Crossing. Bye!